In the third chapter, we are discussing about printed circuit board. As the name suggests, we are printing something. When we see a newspaper, there is a printed ink. Now we are printing with some conductor. That may be copper, that may be silver. Where we are printing? We are printing this conductor on a board. That is a circuit board. That circuit board is made with insulator. We have many insulators. Either we can use epoxy, different types of insulators are there, we will discuss later. So we are using a insulator which is also called as laminate. Even though this is insulator, we are using this insulator for this particular purpose. Here it is called as laminate. If we are using the same insulator, in the capacitor we are calling that as a dielectric. It is like when you go to your home, your parents may call you as a son or a daughter. Your younger brother may call you as a brother or sister. When you come to here, we will call with you a PIN number. In all these three circumstances, you never changed. Someone is calling you as a son or a daughter. Someone is calling you as a daughter, sister or brother. And someone is calling here with a PIN number. Here, the same insulator we are using as a laminate. Here we are giving the name as a laminate. The same insulator when we are using in the capacitor, there we are calling as a dielectric material. So this insulator is called as laminate. We are printing our conductor on this laminate. So I am printing conductor on this laminate. What is the material I am using? The material is metal. Even though the base is insulator, I am using the ink. The ink is metal. Either I can print by using copper or silver. So this circuit board is called as a printed circuit board. Now the question comes, why we are using this board? What is the requirement for us? You are saying this is an insulator, that is fine. You are also saying we are printing a conductor on this board, that is also fine. But what is the purpose? Why we use this board in electronics? Then we have to understand. Until now, we have studied two chapters. In the first chapter, we have studied the passive components, resistor, inductor, capacitor. In the second chapter, we have studied switches, fuses, MCB, relay. Now, we have learned many components. We want to use these components in our project. When we want to connect two electronic components in our project, then we require some wires. I am connecting a resistor to a capacitor. When I want to connect this resistor to capacitor, I require a wire. With the wire only I can connect. But in today electronics, we do not have only two components. We have lakhs of components. In our mobile, if you see, there are lakhs of components we want to connect. So when we are connecting hundreds or thousands of components, we have to use more number of wires. If here on the left side there are 100 components, and on the right side if there are 100 components, in order to connect the components from the left side to the right side, we have to use 100 wires. At any point of time, if one wire connection is loose connection, or one wire connection you have mismatched. Whenever you are connecting, example, the component 2 wire should connect to the component 2 here on the right side. But by mistake you have connected it to the 1. Even though you have connected remaining 99 components correctly, your output will not come because of one small wrong connection of a wire. You have connected all other connections very accurately and you know the function of each component, but because of one small wrong connection, your output is not coming. So, by using PCB, we are understanding the scientists questioned why we have to use the wires. Then we are replying, how can we connect one component to another component without wires? Then we are coming with a solution. We have find out a solution. That solution is, instead of using wires, we can use a printed conductor. We can print the wire. Printing the wire, yes, we will print the wire. When we print the wire between the resistor and capacitor, this is printed. There is no need to use longer wire to connect. There is no need of, we do not observe any loose connection or cross connection because we are very accurate in printing this. By using this printed circuit board, we are replacing the wires. So, by replacing the wires, we are avoiding a large number of connections. So, first advantage of using the PCB is its size of the circuit is reduced. If you are using hundreds of components, hundreds of wires we have to connect. Because we are using a printed conductor, the size of the circuit is becoming very small. This is the first advantage. And the second advantage is there is no need to check every time whether there is any loose connection or whether there is any cross connection. If there is any mistake in connections, there is no need to check. All the connections are very good. No, so there is no even, we are minimizing the stray inductance and stray capacitance effects also. Long leads are not observed here. So stray inductance and stray capacitance effects are very small. Weight of the circuit is also very small because we have replaced almost the components only we are using. We are not using the wires, and the cost wise also it is very effective. Cost and also weight. And the fourth one, every time there is no need to check whether the output is coming properly or not. So it gives a reliable performance, a reliability. Reliable performance means we expect the output should come on every circumstance. We expect the output should come every time we use that electronic device. Example, at your room you want to turn on the fan. You are turning on the fan by switching on. At one time the fan is working, at the second time the fan is not working. If any other person comes to you and asks you whether the fan is working or not, you say sometimes it is working, sometimes it is not working, then it is not a reliable performance. You do not know whether your fan will work or not if you turn on the switch. Now we are calling that performance as a reliable performance. Whenever you are operating a device, if it gives the proper output every time. When we are using the PCB, every time it will give the reliable performance in the majority of the cases. That's why compared to our normal circuit board where we are using wires to connect the components, the PCB performance is reliable. The first advantage is it is small in size. The second advantage is cost effective. The cost of this circuit is very low. And the third is weight. Weight is also very small. And it gives the reliable performance. And there is no need for loose connections and cross connection. Stray inductance and stray capacitance effects are also very small. Okay, this is the need. This is the reason entirely now wherever we manufacture our electronic devices, whether that is in Singapore or Japan or China or India or America, we use the printed circuit boards. No more we are using wires to manufacture a bulk device like a mobile and computer. In mobile you observe the printed circuit board. In computer you observe the printed circuit board. In a electronic toy, a small electronic toy, you observe the printed circuit board. This is the core of our electronics circuits. Now in this chapter we will learn how to make this PCB. Different steps are there. We will learn every step. In industry also they use these steps. If you want to manufacture this PCB, a single PCB by your own in the laboratory, for that process also the same steps we will use.